So the other week, guys, I almost got myself caught out. I almost got myself in a little bit of mischief around filling up my car. I found myself running on empty on the tank, as I know many of you guys have been in that situation before, and you go, damn, I just got to find the closest fuel station. I just wasn't prepared, and then I pulled up and then started to fill up at the Bowser, but then had a look at the price. Bro, the price was through the roof, man. It was like $2.30 a litre. And I was like, hold your horses. And as I was filling up, I kind of felt like Harry Potter when he's getting his life sucked out of him by a Dementor. Like each time I was just like putting in another litre of fuel, just felt my life getting sucked out of me, man. So it was my finances paying so much money on fuel. So I only did a small fill up, just enough to get me home. And I was like, I got to figure out a smarter way to do this, to do a full tank of fuel. And today, guys, I'm going to share with you one of my tips, one of my tricks, one of my sources to save you hundreds, if not over 1,000 or maybe thousands per year in fuel. So for any of my American friends tuning in right now, fuel in Australia, it is through the roof. It's up the wazoo in price. Just to convert across, I've been seeing fuel about $2.30 a litre in Australian dollar dues and litres in, the system that we use over here. Converting across into USD and gallons, that's about $5.70 a gallon. So if you're in the States right now, you think, oh, $5.70 a gallon, that is a horrible deal. Unless maybe you're from California, you're like, yeah, that's pretty reasonable. But the cost for the fuel, it was through the roof when I went to fill up. It was higher than Cheech and Chong. And I was like, no, I need a smarter way to do this. So today I'm going to share that way, the source that I use for it. And we're going to have a look around Brisbane, Sydney, and Melbourne using this tool that's free to use, free website, guys. It's called petrolspy.com. And this applies to Australians and also my friends over the ditch over in New Zealand. Petrol Spy is up and running there as well. It's a free app you can download, or you can just jump on the website and have a look for free. But let's have a look at how much you could save by using Petrol Spy as opposed to just blindly showing up to the closest petrol station like what I did the other week. I ended up getting back home using Petrol Spy and be like, cool, this place is way cheaper, and then filling up my whole tank from there, and I saved a significant amount. Okay, guys, let's have a look at a couple of different cities. We're going to have a look at Brisbane, Sydney, and Melbourne, and we're going to have a look at using Petrol Spy to find out how you can save money with fuel. So just have a look at Brisbane here. Oh, there's a big city. Look at that. Nothing compared to the size of Sydney, but we can see every single fuel station with their prices up on the screen. If we look around, you're like, okay, cool, there's a lot of numbers there. How do we filter through this? Well, I'm just set on 91L unleaded right now. You can pick out whatever fuel type your car uses. I'm going to stick on 91 unleaded. And then we can click on this to change it all into a list. So if you were an absolute numpty, and you were out just going to the closest fuel station, you didn't really care or anything like that, and you're like, cool, Ampol over in Cleveland is $2.35.8 per litre to fill up, and you filled up your whole tank there, and you're like, yeah, I've just paid the most the most expensive fuel in Brisbane. Congratulations, you're a champion, you're absolute hero, keeping the fuel and oil companies afloat another day. But if you use Petrol Spy and did a search and had a look around, not so, like maybe this one's not as close to it or anything like that, but if you find somewhere closer and similar, like to where you live, you're probably going to save a lot more than paying the premium, the most cost for it. So say in Bundamba, I know it's a bit away from Cleveland, but $1.82, huge difference. So $1.82, you're saving a ton there. So $1.82 versus, what was it again? It was $2.35. What's that? It's 35-cent difference plus another 18 cents. Yeah, man, saving heaps. What's 32 plus 18? I'm just trying to work out the difference there on it. 32 plus 18, 50. 50 cents a litre difference, guys. You fill up an entire tank, say you got 50 litres in the tank, 50 cents times that, you're saving $25 on a fill up. It's wild. Crazy difference in price. And that's just by shopping around. You can just have a look through, find something close to you. But you can do this anytime, guys. Before you go fill up the car, don't be a numpty. Don't be an absolute pelican. Jump on Petrol Spy. Have a look around you. Even just back on the maps again. But you can zoom in the map as well, guys. Going back on the map, I just zoom around North Brisbane. What we got, like fuel around there at, say this Coles. We've got a Coles over in Brendale. They're doing $2.27 a litre. If you drive just up the road to the 7-Eleven, $1.95 a litre. So what, you're saving 32 cents a litre immediately just for what, an extra minute drive away from it. Wild, isn't it? I swear there is price gouging and price fixing between these petrol stations, because how can a 7-Eleven be $1.95 in Strathpine, and then you drive 2 minutes up the road and it's $2.09? How's that work? An extra 14 cents difference, both 7-Elevens. Who knows? I'm not in that business. I don't understand how that business works, but you know, something's going on there, right? Next city we'll have a look at is Sydney, home of Finding Nemo, 42P Sherman Wallaby Way, Sydney. Okay, so we can see all the fuel places here. We can see all the Bowsers, all the pumps, all the prices. This stuff updates daily, guys, and we can just have a look at the list. So, once again, if you're an absolute numpty down in Sydney, you could be filling up your car at $2.32 a litre at Ampol Woolworths in Kellyville. Or, if you were smart with your fuel, $1.74 a litre over at Speedway Petroleum. So $1.72 versus $2.32, that's 60 cents a litre saved. Filling up 50 litres of fuel, and you go to Speedway Petroleum over in Croydon, as opposed to going across to that Woolworths, 60 cents a litre. What are you going to save there? Over 50 litres, $30. $30 saving. You do that every single week, or maybe you have to do it multiple times a week because you're a delivery driver and you're burning through tanks of fuel. You're going to save heaps, hundreds, maybe thousands. Who knows how much fuel you use? Only you know how much fuel you use. But you know, once again, find somewhere close to where you live. You can zoom in on the maps, you can have a look around, find them discounts, find the cheaper fuel. Don't go just the closest fuel station, be like, yeah, they must all be the same price as this. And the final city we're going to have a look at is Melbourne. So having a look around Melbourne, we can see, whoa, there's a lot of petrol stations in Melbourne. You guys love your fuel down there. So we can see high prices, we can see low prices on Petrol Spy. Let's filter it down to a list, and we can see the highest in Melbourne. Ooh, what's the highest in Melbourne? Let's have a squizzly do at this one. Highest in Melbourne is $2.65 at Caltex Preston. $2.65 per litre of 91. That's ridiculous. But if we look at the cheapest, if we go to an independent fuel station, United Preston South, $1.77 a litre. Huge difference. That's almost, what, 90 cents a litre difference. You're almost paying $1 more per litre on the difference if you went to the most expensive in Melbourne versus the cheapest in Melbourne. So you can have huge savings there. Once again, if you're saving 90 cents per litre, you're putting 50 litres of fuel in, that's $45 savings per tank. That's huge. You do that across the year. Of course, fuel price is going to go up and down. It's about as volatile as Bitcoin right now. Price is going to go up and down, so you just got to try and find the best deal. So what I'd say, guys, is to jump on Petrol Spy, start of the day, put in wherever you live. Maybe you live in, I don't know, Newcastle. So I'm just going to search Newcastle, confirm the postcode on that one. Oh wow, Newcastle. Has it still got that lighthouse that looks like a, you know, like a dick? That's the best way to put it. They still got the dick lighthouse there. I've been in Newcastle a couple of times. Nice city. Do they still have the lighthouse? But okay, cool. 91 unleaded. Let's have a look at the list. Cheapest in Newcastle, $1.79. Most expensive in Newcastle, if we go all the way down, $2.27. So huge difference there. Almost 50 cents a litre. Huge difference. So yeah, shop around, guys. Have a look at what fuel is the cheapest, what fuel is not the cheapest. Make your own decisions. Try save some money where you can, because, you know, end of the day, guys, it's just money out of your pockets going off to some petrol station, petrol fuel company, billionaires, executives sitting around doing nothing except draining you dry. So shop around, petrolspy.com.au. But guys, that's all. That's just a helpful tip from myself. This wasn't a sponsored video or anything like that. This was just pretty much saying, hey, this is how you can save hundreds, if not thousands per year on fuel just by shopping around a little bit. Hopefully it helped. If it does help you and you think, hey, I can actually save some money this way, hit the like button and subscribe for more, of course. But I'm that, guys. You take it easy, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.